Hey guys, it's DeEviL, and this is my review of Civilization 6 after 6 or 7 playthroughs, some of them on hardest difficulty called deity. So the first thing that captivated me in Civilization 6 is beautiful tiles and the artwork which was introduced. It was really beautiful, and it was really to see and distinguish between the tiles. And one thing that I really liked is that now the active map shows you if the city is actually working on the tile or not. For instance, if it is working on the farm, you can see things going on there, and if it is not, you can see the fart as it's abandoned. One of the newly introduced things in Civilization 6 is definitely the fact that only some buildings are built inside the city center, and most other buildings are built in the city districts. Which actually need to be built on tiles in the city's area of control. So these districts are specialized for commerce, for religion, military district, etc. The other things that need to also build on the tiles are world wonders, which have some specific requirements, like you can build pyramids only on a tile that is desert and that is a flat land, it cannot be hill or something similar. So with this in mind, it means that cities can no longer grow that much as previously in some previous Civilization games because you spend a lot of tiles for these districts and for natural wonders. Another thing when talking about tiles is the new change to the worker unit, which is called builder. They are not permanent anymore, and they do not have unlimited number of builds in them, so you can only use them for 3 builds and use them to perform 3 tasks like build an improvement, do something on a tile like chopping wood, etc. And after they are out of their limits, they simply are gone and you cannot use them anymore. One of the new things in Civilization 6 that I liked is definitely a split of the research tree. One goes for the science, other one goes for the civics. The science tree is not a new thing, so you just go for new technologies and you discover them as you progress. So you discover archery, then you go for the ironworks, etc. So you discover most of the new buildings, units, etc. and similar stuff. The other research tree is the government tree. It's government civic, and you, as the name says, civics, you research and gain knowledge about new governments, new ways to manage your civilization, and you discover government cards, which are actually a new thing in the Civilization 6. These cards can be assigned to your government, so you gain specific bonuses. These bonuses can be military bonuses, economic bonuses, diplomatic bonuses. So basically you gain these cards and you have a limited amount of cards you can use per each category, and you choose which ones you use to gain specific bonuses. When researching through both of these trees, the big boost can come in the shape of Eurekas. So Eurekas are actually mini quests which you can complete in order to boost your research for up to 50%. So in order, for instance, to boost archery, you just need to complete the quest, which is to kill your unit with your slinger unit, and you will get the Eureka, and you will have 50% faster research, which is really great. And this can actually shape your way as you navigate through the research trees, because if you follow the Eurekas, of course you will have less time invested into specific research points. So there are many aspects of Civilization game which are inherited from previous games, such as trade, which I really liked. It's actually simple. You can trade internally, you can trade with city-states, and you can trade with other major civilization for different bonuses. Religion is another not that new aspect of the Civilization game. I really didn't like it because, religion can be spread in multiple ways. The overall spread, behind the scenes spread, so to say, is good, but you actually need to use a lot of missionary units and apostles and inquisitors to spread to the different city. But what I didn't like is that these units can go to war, and that this is actually a world war of religion which is constantly on, and you can wage war against other different religions without any consequences. The only thing that changes is the religious change, and I really do not this thing that they've actually transferred religion into a sort of a separate war that is always on. Another part that I didn't enjoy personally was the espionage. It is simply not developed in proper manner. You can send your spies to just like spy on the other city to see what's going on there, maybe sabotage what they're working on, or even steal money from them, or make heist for the items that they have in the city. But it was poorly designed in my opinion. I really didn't like it nor use it that much. It is actually not that important aspect of the game. Another innovation is archaeology, which is a culture-based thing. So you can build archaeological museums and archaeologist units which go around the map and dig on specific tiles which have archaeological sites, and you dig up some relics or items which you can then store in your cities in order to boost your culture or tourism. Diplomacy was okay in the game. I didn't like the interface and some of the stuff there, but I really like the fact that all leaders in the game, AI leaders, have agendas, so they all have some boundaries to their to their behavior and what they like and dislike. So they really can be guided by those agendas when they are performing their diplomacy and waging war or being at peace with someone. When I mentioned war, AI is really trigger happy when waging war, although AI's skill to actually wage the war is really bad in Civilization 6. I really think that this needs to be fixed, because even on deity the AI will amass a great amount of units and have considerable armies, but will use them in a poor manner, hence losing the wars to any mediocre Civilization player. On the war, of course, one of the best things in the game that was introduced is related to the units. From having death stacks of units in Civilization 6 to having one unit on tile in Civilization 5, Civilization 6 sort of find the middle ground between these. So you cannot make stack of units, but you can group up to 3 units into an army, which will have like 10 or 20% greater stats than the original unit. It is a bit expensive, but it will allow players to find that edge when waging combat and to use multiple units if they cannot actually make death stacks. For the multiplayer, the turns players are actually going on simultaneously, and if there is a battle coming on, the first player that moved the actual unit is considered to be playing first. So this actually goes out of the turn-based game and turn-based strategy, so I really didn't like this aspect of the game, so I stayed away from multiplayer. Regarding the goal of the game, I've tried and achieved all victories on the different difficulties, and I must say I did not enjoy them all. I don't recommend the religious game because it felt really grindy, especially since I played it on a large map. So you have to really wage the war of religion all the games, so it did not work for me. Another thing that I didn't like was score based games. So after 500 turns, Civilization with the best score won. I didn't like it. I played 450 turns that were same, and then in the last 50 turns I had to like do some stuff to boost my score, like nuking my enemies to lower theirs, and it was not really pleasurable. So with that being said, one of the aspects of Civilization 6 is it's really easy to win the game with the nukes on any difficulty. So if you just send a couple of nukes on your enemy, you can really cripple them too much, and they cannot recover from that, even if they were ahead of you. So I think nukes are too much OP in this game, and something of the aspects I didn't like that. I did enjoy it. It was really enjoyable to nuke some of the annoying enemies I had in some games, but it was not that great on the other side. So Civilization 6 actually captivated me on the second try. I tried the game for like 10-15 hours at least, maybe even 20. once it came out, and I didn't actually like it on the first try. I found some things and innovations a bit harder to learn than they should have been. It sort of pushed me out, but after some time I gave it another try, and boy, I did go there. I was really happy with them. I explored a bit, I found out about some new aspects, and after playing a couple of normal games, I decided to go in deity and complete several games there, and I really enjoy them, especially once you get a hold of the innovations and city building and planning, and find a good cheat sheet which will help you to plan that that city, because there is no app that will do that, which I would like to have had. So after you get a grip of that, the game becomes really enjoyable and offers really a lot, especially when in both single and multiplayer, but when it talks about single player, especially with the different agendas on all AIs, you can have really different playthroughs. So I give this game a score of 88. This is because of good improvements, good innovations the game offers. It's well executed. What I didn't like are some aspects that are it's not that friendly to a new player. There's a lot of stuff to grasp on the start, and it can be confusing. But once this is done, it will take some time to master it, and hence a bit lower score, but 88 is still a great score for the game. So I really recommend this game to any turn-based strategist or civilization lover out there. So yeah, that's actually it. So thumbs up for the Civilization 6, try it if you can, and that's it for this review. Hope you've enjoyed it and hope you find some value in it. Catch you next time. DeEviL out.